Wait, you guys haven't heard? It's the Very Real Fantasy Football Show!
Hey, Dan.
What it do?
Fantasy Football for Real, Week 11.
Yikes.
Eric Pettigo, no Eric Kranz, but just I would say thick with two C's. Big Dan.
Like a rolling chode.
Just a big, thick Dan.
King size.
Just as wide as he
There's
is long.
We haven't dabbled in king size, candy bar.
Let me see. Hold on. Let me see what descriptives I've put.
Because you got the list going.
In every one of our podcasts, I do I started off like Eric, and something Dan. Here's a little just behind the scenes bit stuff for you. But the first one, week one, Eric, and Big Dan. It's
standard.
Standard
Up. Usually that's the one that comes out quickest. That's what she said.
Hey.
Big Dan.
I've been calling you that for years.
Yeah.
Years
At first,
and
I
years.
was real reluctant to accept that.
I was persistent.
Yeah, you kept at it. Unlike my hot rod nickname, which I wish would have stuck like the cashier did to AP.
It did. It stuck just like that because it
Rod.
Dude, Hot Rod's a great nickname. And Cortez, you had some good ones.
Oh, I forgot about Cortez.
You had some good ones that you gave yourself over the years.
Cortez sucks.
Dan Cortez.
Yeah,
dude.
I know what it's
such a obscure pull.
Dude, huge pull from obscurity and just Cortez.
Go Cortez.
God damn.
Week 2, Eric, and Humongous Dan. A little step in the right direction.
Yep, Cortez-y.
Week 3, is it time to bring back leather helmets? Eric, and Ginormous Dan.
There it is. Ginormous.
I've had to, just so you know, start using the internet to help me find words.
Just grab you a thesaurus.
Eric, and Double XL Dan. I like that one a lot.
Yeah, it's not big enough, but double XL
still
enough room for me to.
It's not like triple. Like, man, this guy needs to
triple. I was thinking more triple XL, but
double
X feels right about.
Good size, dude.
It is. It's a nice size.
That's from.
It's still showing my moobs.
That's from Keep Scrubbing Your Patriot.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I remember that.
Bijan isn't cutting the mustard. Eric P. and Gargantuan Dan. That was the last time.
I like a good Gargantuan.
Last time EC wasn't here, as today. We do miss him.
Yes, SIP. Sick in peace, bub.
Anthony Richardson is fantasy crypto.
Yeah, he is.
Eric, and Immense Dan.
Fair enough.
Pulled that one from the thesaurus.
Yeah. You don't rock that one often, but that was good.
Dude.
Good pull.
Yeah, we're almost done. These are so much fun. Fantasy crypto. I didn't even know Rashid Shaheed was fucking hurt. That was one of our.
That one was personal. That hurt.
Eric, and Physically Imposing Dan.
That might take the cake so far. That one really caught me off guard. Physically imposing. Yes, you can just feel me like casting a shadow.
Sometimes it burns when you pee. Jim Richardson.
Good episode.
Great episode. Hold on, Eric, and Grandiose Dan.
Did you pull that one too?
Dude. I'm tapped out in my brain.
Okay, so from here on out, you're help. You're like, help.
Thick with 2 C's I came up with on my own.
Yeah, that thick with 2 C's is a prick move. That had me like, okay, daddy.
Joe Flacco's old enough to be Anthony Richardson's mother. That was a fun episode.
I could be his mom too. I'm old enough.
No, this one I came up with too. Eric, and Heavy Duty Dan.
Heavy Duty Dan. I like that one.
Love alliteration.
I would rock a t-shirt that said Heavy Duty Dan.
Okay. All right.
Just fly.
Last week, a Mingo ate my baby. Eric, and Herculean Dan.
Yeah, that was a strong effort.
That's a good one, dude. Herculean.
Herculean. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it. Good on you, man. You're really dissing me for my imposing stature.
I have commitment to the bit.
Whoo!
So, side note, a Mingo ate my baby. I looked that up. Obviously, it comes from a dingo ate my baby, which was a poll from like an 80s movie or something, I thought.
No, it's from like a court case where some lady legit had her baby eaten. They accused her of like kidnapping her kid or killing her kid.
Yes.
She's like, no, a dingo ate my fucking baby, and no one believed her.
Yeah. It's true though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, they
A dingo did indeed eat her baby.
I almost didn't name the episode that because I was like, oh, this is a real thing that happened.
Yeah.
Like, these people got arrested for murder.
I mean, if I said it, it's probably something from highly offensive classified information that has no business with a joke.
But typically, you just quote like 80s and 90s movies.
Also unsafe movies, though. They have R ratings. Let's be fair to our audience.
So
when you enter this fantasy show, you are entering at your own risk.
I was surprised to find out that was an actual true story, and then it made me sad.
Yeah, but this was a Mingo.
Yeah, Jonathan Mingo.
We're in the clear. He ate the baby.
That's just
my fantasy football player ate an actual baby, so we're good, dude.
All right.
Whole different thing. We're accusing this man of baby.
Yeah,
fine.
Old Johnny Mingo. But no Eric Krantz. He is under the weather.
Probably eating some soup.
He needs some soup.
Something that he doesn't make because it sounds like what got him sick.
You think that's what it is?
That age attrition, compromised immunity, just not as physically imposing as most.
he needs to get his act together.
Tiny guy. I think most viruses are bigger than that guy.
Yeah, he is real little. Maybe I should start including that in the intro, is how big you are and just how minuscule.
Just Eric, little bitty Eric.
Tiny.
And just dominant Dan. Huge.
Domineering Dan.
Just ferociously filling out the whole area, Dan.
All-encompassing Dan.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Let's get into it.
Week 11. There are 4 teams on a bye. Arizona, Carolina, the New York Giants, and the Tampa Bay Bucks.
Boy, that's a favorable bye week. Get rid of Carolina and New York in 1 week. Thank you.
Yeah. I mean, there's really...
I know Chuba Stank's rocking, but just like far as like watching games with those teams, like good, get the fuck out of here.
I know. I agree. Carolina's got nobody but Chuba. Arizona's got a few. The Giants, Tyrone Tracy has been good.
He looks the part.
You know that I sold my whole team a couple weeks ago in our Dynasty League.
You didn't sell the whole team.
Apparently I kept enough to win 2 in a row.
Yeah, no, you don't know what a rebuild is. Rebuild is getting rid of every fucking thing that's tied down. What you did was just replace and reload. I feel like you reloaded. You retooled.
I'm not.
I did in the Chris League is a rebuild. I got rid of everyone who's ever caught a fucking fantasy point, and I have a bunch of jack-offs and hella picks and no chance this year.
Well, I like to do it.
You did it. You did a great
I do
reload.
it a little bit different. I like to keep my young pieces. Because what am I going to do? Get draft picks and get more young pieces?
No. That's what you do.
I trade off my established guys that are kind of in their prime or right on the back end of it,
or that people want.
Yep. And then I get a bunch of picks. So I've got a ton of picks now, and I've got young talent. I've got Tyrone Tracy.
Hell,
he's been good.
The Giants' problem isn't even personnel or coaching.
It's quarterback.
Danny Dimes is definitely a low-rung starter, but he's a high-end backup. He has really they've given him too long of a leash there in New York.
They are saying that they are going to, quote, evaluate the quarterback.
He's got an injury clause. He makes a shit ton of money if he gets hurt. If he doesn't get hurt, then they don't have to pay him, and he's gone next year. So what are you going to do if you're the Giants? Probably get Drew Lock ready in the fucking bye.
Yeah. Brian Dable was non-committal. He said we're going to spend a lot of time watching tape and evaluating our tape at the bye week. Adam Schefter said this, and Adam Schefter doesn't do coach speak. Yeah. He said he would guess that Daniel Jones never plays another snap for the New York Giants.
Took him long enough.
Right.
Christ on a bike.
Hard for you, man. I know you love Danny Dimes.
I do. It's a tough day for Danny Dimes enthusiasts all over the world.
But it's
hard to pull that one off straight face. But, overall, fuck them, I guess.
Well, dude, they've got so many good skill position players.
They do, and I
they're
still
bad.
think, though, they ruined Danny Dimes.
Sure.
I mean, if you, like, hit a dog all the time and then you're like, that's a shitty dog, I mean, no, it's not.
Yeah.
You beat the brakes off it.
Yeah.
And they beat the brakes off Danny Dimes for years, and then they got him weapons, and it's too late because he's already fucking scared of his own shadow.
You know, a lot gets made of just how bad the Jets are,
Oh, that's
and they are.
a fucking nightmare over
But
there.
the last few years, the Giants have been just as bad.
Yeah. With less expectation and less talent, though.
And it's because they're not like cruising around with that Jets, stink on them because Eli got them a couple chips back in the day. But it's been a while since they've been any sort of relevant, and they don't get the shit dumped on them quite as much as the Jets
But like
do.
you said,
they
have
kind of deserve it.
They have. I agreed. But if you just look at the rich history of the Giants compared to the Jets, they got a little more leeway. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, can we just say how fucking dumb, like management and owners are in the NFL? I know I said it last week, but I can't stop bringing it up. How fucking dumb they are.
Yeah, they deserve it.
Okay, Giants, you guys are fucking idiots.
Yep.
I mean, terrible at draft. Jesus Christ, I could run the shit. I run the Giants for free
Well, I mean, Malik Neighbors fell in their lap.
and do a better job.
Yeah.
And then my stipulation would be after I get us to the fucking Super Bowl in 1 year turnaround, because I'm not a fucking idiot, then I want ownership of the team. I want him firing squad or something, fed to sharks, something permanent.
Got it.
Stakes. See how passionate I am about this?
I appreciate
to
it.
extremes.
I
But
appreciate
to all NFL owners, if anyone ever hears this, please give me a chance to show you how fucking stupid you are. The Bears, dumb as fuck. They've ruined 3 quarterbacks now.
We'll get into it. We've got the Bears.
Jesus, dude. I cannot stand watching half the NFL.
It's hard. And every week I feel like we come in here and we're going to do it again. Because we come in here and we start looking at these games and it's like, oh, gross. This is what we have. I mean, look at Browns at Saints, 2-7 at 3-7. I mean, Raiders at Dolphins, 2-7 at 3-6. I mean, there's just some absolute trash games like there always is every single week. And believe it or not, once we get into these games, it's a little bit better than usual. But man.
I'm all right with trash games like records. Records happen. The game, you know what I mean? Like, someone has to be good, someone has to be shitty every year. But what I'm sick and fucking tired of is teams getting in their own way.
Yeah.
Like,
Colts at Jets.
I mean, that sounds like an absolute shitty nightmare.
Yeah. They've got excellent personnel, both those teams.
Man.
Not good. We'll get into all this. Let's get going a little bit because tomorrow night the Commanders go on the road to take on the Eagles, so it's actually another good Thursday night game.
That's a good game.
Last week.
A lot on the line. Division on the line, really.
Hold on, man. Last Thursday, your Cincinnati Bengals.
Shit the absolute bed.
To me, Joe Burrow is the MVP of the league.
Yes.
What he's doing for that team.
He's lighting it up, but the defense is just a fucking Swiss cheese, bro.
I mean,
there's nothing we can
so
stop.
bad.
We cannot stop anything. And what's really weird is in years past, this defense has been very dominant.
Yeah.
It's
been a strong suit.
One of the reasons you see this defense struggling is because it lost the head of the snake, and that's Jesse Bates III. He's so impactful at getting people in the right positions and making big plays himself. That's the demise. It's not like Trey Hendrickson stopped bullying and getting sacks. He's still a beast.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, no,
cheapskate Bengals. We're going to lose T. Higgins soon, too.
Yeah, they do not spend money, man.
No.
But
again, dumb fucking franchises. Jesus.
What Joe Burrow's doing is incredible. You feel bad
awesome.
for him. I mean, the guy's ridiculously talented. And Jamar Chase,
it's not your fault,
shut
Joe.
up. It's not, Joe. But Commanders at Eagles. I mean, we got 7-3 at 7-2. A divisional matchup.
That one's as plain as day. If you've been starting your Commanders that you start them. Same with your Eagles, guys. There's no fringe players.
I haven't heard anything about Brian Robinson Jr. coming back yet. I don't think there's been news this week.
It's still the X show, and you saw what he's doing. So he's on a good team, and he's a good player. He's not like a go trade for in a dynasty per se, unless you're like trying to just go win it. But in a redraft, he's dynamite. I think it's a guy you can get. Even with Brian coming back, he's still going to be flex worthy in this offense.
I agree. And for the Eagles, dude, Jalen Hurts. I mean, obviously, anybody who's had Jalen Hurts has been starting him all season because he's Jalen Hurts. But in the last 3 games, this guy's got 11 total touchdowns, 5 passing, 6 rushing.
It's unreal. They seem to be clicking on all cylinders. The addition of Saquon only helps. They may the best of this offense may yet be on the horizon.
Yeah, I agree, man. And Devonta Smith has been like the one part that's I don't think that hasn't been clicking. 3.4 points last week.
Everyone mails in his name. I feel like everyone calls him Devontae.
It's Devonta.
I know.
Yeah.
I'm just saying they mail it.
Yeah, people don't know. But yeah, I mean, I guess maybe I'm just overreacting because I have him in a couple leagues and he was so bad last week and he pissed me off. But the 2 weeks before that,
traditionally speaking, you are an overreactor.
Yeah, I do, dude. If you were bad last week, I hate you.
Yeah, your recency bias is scary.
Yeah, I'm a fantasy player, man, through and through, brother.
Yep.
But that should be a fun one to watch, and I think again a lot of fantasy
final
points
score
scored.
13-7. Yeah. You're welcome. Thursday.
So the Sunday games, another divisional matchup: Packers at Bears.
Oh, Packers at Bears. Oh, Midwest Slobberknocker.
Caleb Williams has been the exact opposite of Jalen Hurts.
Yeah.
Last 3
and
games.
It's what you're taught as a rookie, and he's been taught absolutely jack shit.
Last 3 games, 0 touchdowns.
Yeah, because
rushing or passing.
The Bears can't run an organization. Tell me why you have a shit-ass coach and you're like, all right, we'll give this shit-ass coach 1 more year. Oh, on top of it, we're going to get a solid top-of-the-line pick to go get a quarterback, and we're going to fucking fuck that up.
Well, and they bring in DeAndre Swift, and DJ Moore is there, and they bring in Keenan Allen, and they draft Rome Odunze.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
They have Cole Kmet.
You're going to have Cole Kmet. Awesome. You have all these, like, excellent position players, all these skill players.
Mm-hmm.
But your quarterback gets hit every time the ball's snapped. You can't protect your quarterback.
Well, in all fairness, he holds onto the ball longer than any other quarterback in the league. 5 seconds.
Right.
I could sack a quarterback after 5 seconds of coverage. You know, you just somebody. Okay.
Yeah.
Like,
no, I. So, but who's that fall on? Right. I mean, he's holding the ball.
That falls in the offensive coordinator and not having a good rhythmed offense because the patterns he's asking him to see aren't opening up in the time of the window. He's hesitating. And in college, he was able to scamper and get away. Now he's like, dude, every dude is fast as fuck.
How quick we forget that the last few years in Chicago, we were saying the same exact things about Justin Fields.
Yeah, and Mitch Trubisky.
He's holding on to the ball too long. Why is he? And maybe these guys are holding on to the ball too long because there's no one to throw it to. When Justin Fields went to Pittsburgh, nobody was saying that. They were, 4-2 with Justin Fields? They weren't like, this guy's holding the ball too long. They were just winning games.
Yeah, it's
Chicago,
it's
man.
Scheme.
It is 100%. And so, yeah, now there they go. They got a potential superstar QB, and
if he's going to be
coach.
a superstar, it won't be in Chicago.
Nope, agreed. Unless they totally rehaul the people running that organization.
And they will. They'll just do the same stupid shit they always do and just bring in some other dumbasses. So,
can you start anybody?
You can, yeah, absolutely. But will you win a fantasy league? Probably not.
you can. You are allowed to start.
Hell yeah, get him in your lineup, dickheads.
Swift was good for a while. What's he done the last couple games? Nothing. I traded him away just in the nick of time.
The drinks were good at the bar till they made you puke. You know what I mean?
Don't I? Yep.
So that's why it hits close to home for when we were young, huh?
7.5 points last week for DeAndre Swift.
Solid. Get him in your lineups, especially if you're playing me.
Green Bay's not great against the run, though. They're 23rd in the league against opposing running backs, so this could be a good bounce back game. I could
see a big 11 spot.
There you go. Bounce way back.
Speaking of prime matchups, I think that's why EC missed the show. We have a first place, second place matchup in the radio league.
Oh.
And I don't think he wants to see me this week face to face.
Well, and I just beat him in the Chris League.
Oh, good.
And I'm not supposed to beat anybody.
No. I think I beat you in the Chris League. That's
Okay.
my one dub.
Yeah, boy. I traded him two of my good players, and then I beat his ass.
Yeah, you did. You did. But one of them died. You traded him Olave, and then
Olave got decapitated.
Dude, he got nothing. That was a good timing on you in a dynasty to get rid of Olave. His value changed that week.
I mean, on a human level, obviously, I want nothing for the best, but that guy on a fantasy level, dude, that's life with Olave.
See,
I've been dealing with it for years.
Never let humanity get involved with fantasy.
I made the separation.
I tried early in my career when I was a young teen playing fantasy baseball and football, and I was like, oh my, humanity now. I'm like, just cogs in the wheel of fantasy championships, boys.
Dude, that's what I'm saying. So I shipped him off, man.
I'm the kind of guy who cheers when a dude gets hurt and he's playing against me. Just can't help it.
Or if you have the backup, like,
I'm like, oh yeah, handcuff, now starter, bitch.
Oh, he's limping.
It,
no, he went back down. He got up and went back down. That's a great sign.
They're cutting off his face mask and putting him on a stretcher.
Oh, gross, grody. I don't like it. Ugh. Let's go.
I love to see how long it takes, like, once I cross the line, for you to start getting, like, ooey gooeyed out. It doesn't take much.
For me to just switch to the next game? Yeah. No, when you go to cutting off face masks and stretching him off the field.
I'm trying to bring a visual. It's radio. I know we've got the wonderful folks on YouTube watching us, but I really wanted to paint the picture.
Big Dan's like, I got DeMar Hamlin's backup.
Oh, my God. I do not play IDP.
Not funny, dude. Not funny. That's my fault. Jags at the Lions.
Those fucking Jags.
Trevor Lawrence isn't playing this week.
Trevor Lawrence is a long-haired piece of shit. If we can just get right down to it.
That's not nice.
I mean, give me one reason to stay here.
He's not playing this week. I mean, what can you even do with the Jags? There's nothing, right?
No. You could tie him up and leave him somewhere and never let him back in the NFL.
I had Red Zone on last week, and I think I was like editing and trying to upload
just doing shit.
The podcast that I did with Nick and Brad, the Derailed podcast.
Derailed, check it out.
It's real funny
on all your podcasts.
And I hear this. Oh, Mac Jones rolling out. Nope, incomplete. And I'm like, Mac Jones? What the hell is Mac Jones doing on my TV? And I look up.
Sure enough.
There's Mac Jones.
With those weird white helmets they had.
Yeah, look at that. That's Mac Jones. But
funny name.
Yeah, funny name. But I don't know that you can start anybody. And it makes me sad because Brian Thomas Jr. I love. But he hasn't been doing anything the last few weeks, and it's all quarterback play.
He has been living, though, if you break down the numbers, he's been living on efficiency. And that's a scary thing because you want volume and efficiency. If it's just low volume and efficiency, that's what he's been capitalizing on. And you saw last game when he doesn't get the efficiency off get the 40-yard reception.
Yeah.
You end up getting some dog shit.
Yeah, the last two games in full point PPR, which is what men play, 3.2 fantasy points and 6.2. So,
yeah.
Ugh.
He's worth sending to the bench until further notice.
The only redeeming thing, if you want to take a gamble on it, they are playing at Detroit. They are going to be getting stomped.
Yeah, they'll be airing it out, so he is as good as any to get a big time play.
Right.
So.
I mean, if you want to, we look at it like that sometimes. I think that's one of Eric's favorite things to do.
Here's a side note. You just said Eric, and it made me think of this week we're playing each other, and it says, we start 9 in that league.
Okay.
I go to the site for whatever I'm getting ready to set my lineup, and it has 10 dudes in my starting lineup.
Interesting.
And I'm not changing it. I'm going to tell them fucking make me, dude.
Yeah, dude. Start 10. Why not?
I'm going to start 10 on his bitch ass.
Nah, you got it. I'll hold it down for a second while you. But one thing I kind of wanted to talk about a little bit because it is week 11. And so, some J-off left their phone on. It was me. I'm the J-off. But it is week 11, and in our leagues, we run Dynasty leagues, and in our in our tournament, our consolation tournament for the 4 teams that don't make the playoffs. We've been doing this forever. The winner of that consolation tournament gets the number 1 overall pick next season. It keeps people playing all year. And even if you're out and you're eliminated mathematically out of the playoffs, it keeps you from just kind of mailing it in because you're always still playing for something. You still have incentive to keep trying. But in these redraft leagues, and this is what we worry about, and we've talked about it a few times on this show, in these redraft leagues, when there is absolutely nothing to play for, if you are mathematically eliminated from the playoffs, what do you even do? I mean, I know Kranz has been on here talking about, well, you want to play the spoiler. And yes, that's what I would do. And that's what a lot of people with like integrity would do. But dude, there are so many people out there who don't care enough to do that. And so they'll just mail it in. They'll just quit playing. And it totally wrecks everything with the league if they're mathematically out of it. And so if it's me, I feel like you have to find a way to incentivize teams who aren't mathematically going to make them, because now we're getting towards the end of the season.
Bro, the when people say you can play the spoiler card.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's the most least noble thing in the fucking planet.
I mean, it's
you're saving another dude's girl so he can come home and bang her for the heroics you did.
It's nice.
Cool. Mm-hmm. No, playing spoiler sucks.
It does.
Get in a real league where, like you said, Dynasty, you actually have something to play for. You're like, all right.
There you go.
Your mindset's still in it to where you're like, who fucking cares about these next 6 games to end the regular season? I'm going to get in that shit tournament and win that draft pick.
Yeah, dude, it's something.
Yeah.
It's something. It keeps you playing.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and
that's why my love of redraft leagues fell off. It's because I was being noble and trying to play spoiler.
Mm-hmm.
Trying to keep the integrity of the league together.
Yeah.
But there's too many people who don't, so it just makes fantasy football stupid. And then also people who don't answer any trade requests, even when they're good.
Yeah. And then you try to incentivize, like, oh, we'll pay out a little bit for highest points. Well, that's taken out of the prize pot for the good teams.
Yeah. You always say PPRs for men.
It is.
Winner take all.
And grown women. It's 2024.
Yeah. All right. Just grown ass shit.
Yeah. Grown
is winner takes all.
That's super grown.
That's real grown, because if I'm in a room full of guys and it's like the winner leaves the room, that means the rest of them are dead. So winner takes all. I'm not leaving.
All.
Oh, you got second. Me and you were leaving the room. No,
yeah.
I'm also killing you.
Yeah. No.
And then I'm taking it all.
There's only one pool cue.
Winner takes all. Paying out second is a real hedge your bet pussy shit.
I don't mind it. I don't mind paying out second.
Sure, when you get second.
You start throwing third in there, now we got problems.
Yeah, throwing third
now
in
we
there
got
is
problems.
extra bitchy.
Yeah.
Winner takes all. It's that simple. Throw down your money. It's got to be 100 or more, and the winner takes it.
I'm fine with that too.
And the loser just get fucking better at fantasy football or find something else to do.
And the other thing is, it's at this point,
if you haven't won a fantasy title in any of your leagues in the past 10 years, hang it the fuck up.
It's time. Also, at this point in your life, unless you're in like a league where you're paying thousands of dollars to get
awesome.
in, dude, it's not life-changing money that anybody's winning.
Yeah, I almost said, what are you, like Tommy Lee or Nelly, like some real recent stars? Like,
just look at you,
fantasy
great polls.
We should build our favorite, like our dream celebrity league some episode. That'd be fun.
Okay,
yeah,
I'm with it. All 90s people.
Yeah,
okay,
obviously.
Raiders at Dolphins.
Boy, that one should be good, at least for Dolphins. You should be like, Tua's back. That means the return of Waddle and Tyreek Hill. Let's fucking go. And I don't feel that way. I feel like soon as Tua got a chance to stick his head in a bad situation, he did last week. He threw an interception and just launched his head.
Did you see that? Oh
yeah.
My God, dude.
The first second he got to put his nugget in harm's way, he did.
I was watching that game and I'm by myself watching it, and I'm just yelling. I'm like, what an idiot. What are you doing? I
usually keep my comments to ownership and management, but let's just put this out on Front Street. Tua, you are a dumb motherfucker.
Dude, he throws a pick.
which was dumb.
Yeah, it was deep down the field, right?
Let's compound it and end your life.
Right. So then he's like the last line of defense, and what's he do? Dive headfirst at a guy's legs. How many times have we seen a football player catch like a knee to the head while he was falling down and
he did
concussed?
Yeah.
That's what happens. And
Dumb
it's
fuck.
like, dude, what are you doing?
I'm with Mike Greenberg on Get Up. He says that when a QB throws a pick, that a helicopter should just fly down and swoop his ass off the field.
I didn't hear that, but that's great.
Get him out of harm's way
Yeah.
immediately. And I'm with it, dude. Nothing I hate more. It scars me as a Bengals fan because we had a nice little team one year with Andy Dalton, and in the playoffs, near the end of the regular season, he threw a interception in a Pittsburgh Steelers game and went for a hero tackle and broke his finger.
Yeah.
Done for the year. So was our playoff run.
I mean, I guess you respect a guy for being a football player and trying to help his team, but at the same time, you have to know that you are the quarterback.
It's the same thing as being a quarterback, forcing the throw or putting it in the second row of the stands.
The best thing you can do to help your team is stay healthy.
Yes. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yes.
Live to play another day. We'll fight that way.
One interception, one pick
guys.
six, fine. If you're out for weeks,
Right.
dude.
So let's say you stop them and they still score and you're out. Okay,
Right.
so 7 still happened. Or you just make a business decision, let them go by, they get 7. You get to go back out and try to avenge.
Right, dude.
Instead of eating mashed potatoes.
I would just hold my hand up for a high five as he was running by.
Yeah.
Good play, bro. Good play. Yeah.
Fuck, I might even block for him.
Yeah.
Let him go. Let him go.
Dude. I think we're getting close to seeing Tua do that.
Yeah.
Just
What a jackwad.
Yeah.
So with that game, I still say you got to trot Tyreek out there.
of course. And A-Chan, of course.
Achan's hasn't bothered me.
No,
I
he's
think
been fine.
I think he's fine. Tyreek's definitely bothered me. He scored last week, first time since week 1. Appreciate that shit. Felt like winning. Felt
If he
like
didn't
MJ
do that, it
winning
would have been
sixth title. Just
it would have
watching him
been
get
a real
one.
stinky game if he didn't score.
Oh, it still was. I expect like a 40 burger from him every week.
Yeah, and a lot of people are, but it's just not happening. I mean, for
It's
the
Raiders though, so it could be
yeah.
a get right game.
Miami's defense is trash against opposing running backs. So, I mean, I flex Alexander Madison.
And then Zamir White will come in and get the vultured touchdowns. I would steer clear of that fucking backfield. If you have to start any Raiders, I would fuck off.
That's why I said it with a question mark.
Yeah.
I mean, Madison's had a few startable games.
I'm Ron Burgundy.
Yeah.
For a friend.
Flex Alexander Madison if you don't have anybody else because you sold off all your pieces and he's just one
Bye
of the
week
guys
blues,
sitting
maybe.
there. Yeah. He's in my lineup, so what'll probably happen?
Boy, he's gonna.
I mean, here's what'll probably happen because since I sold my team off, now I'm just beating everyone, and I'm gonna end up making the playoffs like an idiot.
Bro, you got like Puka, Nakua. You got dudes. You didn't sell your team off. You retooled with some.
I did
different.
sell my team off.
God, you don't know.
Dude,
what selling your
I'm
team
rolling
off means.
Ray McLeod out there every
For a
week.
guy who sells large quantities of land and homes, you do not know what selling all means.
Dude, and I snaked Ricky Pearsall from Krantz and then turned around and got a touchdown.
Stole
with
a
him
man
and
while
beat-
he's shot. Just what a real piece of work you are, you dynasty guru.
Oh God, I do.
You learn from the best.
I know how to do it.
I'm the truest and art form of stealing.
Rams at Patriots.
Ugh.
See what I mean? Here we
Look,
are again every week. Just
I feel like that Rams offense still has the opportunity down the stretch here to get a rhythm going. You got to understand, Cooper Kupp and Puka have been out. You give Matt Stewart,
old Timmy Stewart, eh?
if you give him old Jed Stewie, look, you
Old
know as I
Stu
know,
Mathewson.
he can feed both those guys. Stafford still has juice in the tank,
know.
and they have Kyron Williams, so there's hope for that offense. I feel.
100%. You're starting all of those.
You
guys.
have no
Stafford's
choice.
fine too. For the Patriots, we talk about it every week.
Oh, Mondway Stevenson,
That's
drag him out there. I hate him.
I know you do. You hate him so bad,
God.
and I get it. But
I
at the
just
same
like-
time,
Dude, even if two pies taste the same, I want the prettier pie.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, trust me, it's cobbler. No, it looks like shit, bro. Give me that decked out Martha Stewart pie.
Ramondre
Ramondre.
Stevenson, he only had 8.7 last week.
He's Ramona B. Quimby is what he is.
22.4, 23.5 the 2 weeks prior. The problem is he gets you 20 points or he gets you 5 points.
Yeah, he's very reliant on those red zone looks, and they get you like the Patriots offense classically scores like 13 a week. So
he has 0 games between 10 points and 17 points. 0 games. Which is like
that's like the sweet spot for
it
victory.
is, dude. That's like
what you want.
A baseline for your running back.
He's a do or die running, and you see why I hate him.
And he's got 0 games over 25 points.
And does he have anything like worth like noting? Is he giving you like back to back 20s, or is he give you the rhythm?
No, he does. Yeah, the last 2 weeks before last week, where he had 8.7, were 22.4, 23.5.
Because one time long ago in one of our leagues, I had Roethlisberger and Drew Brees, and I would always start the wrong fucker
Every time.
for like an 8-week stretch. I couldn't get the rhythm down.
That's a real thing. When you have like real depth on your team, which is such a great thing to have, that's what you want. But it's impossible to get that lineup right every week.
It is
impossible. Any week, actually.
My bench is where superstars are born.
Yeah.
Where veterans go to come back and come on backs. Usually mine.
No.
I leave Sunday like that was not how that was supposed to go. I am covered in fantasy failure.
Fantasy goo.
Yeah, just on my back mostly. But like seriously, that is the curse of depth. You almost want when you're like, God, who should I pick? Like, oh, so-and-so's not playing this week. Yeah.
It's impossible, dude.
It's the teams that have a set starting lineup, a shit bench, and none of their guys get hurt. They win the league, and you hate them for it every time.
Yeah. Yeah, it's 100% right.
I don't want to say Heath, but that's usually how it goes.
Well, when it takes away the decision-making and all you can do is put your lineup out there every week because that's all you got,
that's not fantasy
It
skill.
makes it a little bit easier.
Oh, it's the best.
And that's why I've won the last 2 games because
you're like, I got no choice.
I don't have depth now. I've got a starting lineup.
Yes. But that's
all I've got.
Dude, that makes watching the fantasy shows and like getting up and having your coffee so much fun. You're like, I got to ride with this shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm always one dude on my bench who I know if I don't get him in my lineups is going to go off. Then I get him in my lineups. And the other guy goes
Ray McLeod in there. I've got no choice.
got no choice. Ray.
Shaboy. He's going to be my 5 to 6 point guy.
Do you call him Sweet Baby Ray?
I do now. I do now.
That's my guy right there. Mm-hmm. This guy's so nice they named him twice.
All right. Well, hey, things pick up now because it's that
you sold me
that Browns at Saints game I warned you about earlier. 2-7 at 3-7.
Jesus. This is more devastating than when Katrina hit New Orleans.
Wow, controversial, but close.
Within my First Amendment rights,
they do love their football.
Freedom of speech, not freedom of consequence.
You're right.
I can live with that.
So one thing.
All right, I'm holding you to it.
One thing do you have to mention: Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
What a Ogletree performance!
Last week,
I picked him up in a league. I saw you,
dude. I picked him up in. Oh, what else am I gonna do? I had like 900 in Fab.
I mean, wait another week for someone who really pops. I don't know. Are you gonna use him?
I don't know. Maybe him or Ray.
Shaboy Ray. Look, if you start MVS this week, he's gonna get you 4 points.
Sure.
Next week, probably 22. I don't know. There's no rhythm involved. It's luck. Derek Carr's an asshole.
He got 3 targets. He caught all 3 for 109 and 2 touchdowns.
Just absolute trash.
And I'm watching it.
That's full efficiency. That's what we talked about with Michael. Oh, Michael. I do it all the time with Brian Thomas Jr. Can't help it. I'm living in the past.
Yeah,
baby.
you are.
I love me a good Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
But that's what when you rely on the efficiency like that, like everyone's like, oh, for sure every week he's going to catch 2 tutties for $101 on 3 targets. Get fucked.
Dude, no, he's certainly not. But I was watching that and just being angry as a guy who had so much stock in Chris Olave for so long.
Break your heart.
And it's like,
so anyone can do it?
Hey, there you go, Derek Carr. Look it. You're just throwing it up to a guy, huh? Weird.
Why didn't you throw it to him in traffic?
Why did you? It's like, yeah, right.
All right, we're going to run this pattern in a 4-way intersection with no stoplights. Break. And that's what he does.
Yeah, so
he's got more
dropped
bodies
like
than Bin Laden,
on him,
bro.
What did I drop on him? Like I dropped 420 because I thought it'd be funny. I did 420.
Did you? Oh, chiefing it up.
Because we do 1,000 in Fab in that
Yeah,
league instead of 100 like most because it
I've never liked the 100 model. It
Why not-
feels
why not
weird.
1,000?
1,000 always just works structurally. I felt like you know what I mean? It just works. I don't know.
then you can do like 127 or something, right?
It's just a better monetary pool to work with is 1,000.
And it's a lot less likely that two people spend the same exact amount.
Yeah, and the leagues I've been in that has 100 for their free agency pool usually has like a douche of a commish. So it's
Yep.
no surprise.
No surprise there. But yeah, no, I went ahead and dropped 420 on MVS.
Dude,
mostly to piss people off.
You're such a stoner, bro. You can't even look at weed without getting high, man. Fucking
Yeah, I am.
420, bro.
I don't really get down.
I think you're allergic.
Smoke King 420, bro.
I think Smoke King.
That's
Sofa King cool, bro.
yeah, that's my online name when I'm gaming.
Yeah, it is. Gamer. Well, quick side note: we play with our buddy Ryan, who's in our fantasy leagues. He games with us online, and he was telling another one of our buddies his gamer tag. He's like, "I made it when I was 19." I'm like, "Yeah, it's his AOL fucking messenger name. It's just
Is it?
something like Ryan 420 or whatever." He was like you say, he's a little guy,
Just a little guy.
little guy. It comes back to bite you. You got to tell your 40 and 30-year-old friends your gamer tag that you made when you were blazed.
Dude,
19.
side note, when I made like my very first online PlayStation profile, this is way back in the day, like before I wouldn't even think about nicknames. I just did Eric _ Pedigo. And so I'm like playing Red Dead and stuff, and these dudes are like, why you just got your name?
Yeah, fuck you, Eric _ Pedigo.
And I'm like, dude, eat a dick, kill a smoke out 420 king. Yeah, right. Like, I'd rather have mine than yours. Yeah.
No.
Cap kill a 420.
I just
Monster
got
420.
I got
Everybody.
Doug Diggs because cats call me Doug and cats call me Diggs,
Yep.
and someone took Dirty Diggs already, so I was like, "Oh, get
Doug
back,
Diggs?
fucker."
So yeah, MVS. I don't know if I'm going to start him or Ray, but who cares? Asking for a friend. Who do
I
you
think
do?
if you the ultimate dart is MVS because he can get you those bombs over the top, but Ray is going to be going over the middle, 6 for 60 kind of night.
Yeah, I wish I had Darnell Mooney. That's where I'm at in life.
I don't want to talk about him. I fucking got hosed in the offseason.
Ravens at Steelers. Here's a good one. 7-3 at 7-2.
For the division,
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, winner
It's
of
a
that.
great game,
winner
man.
of that's I'm the king of the castle.
It's a noon game, too. So
King
it'll
of the
be
castle.
in the mix with all these other noon games.
Yeah, you're starting Moonball Russ. You're obviously trotting out Big Catch Pickens. You're worried about that backfield. I know Harris is a little dinged and banged. Warren hasn't done shit. He's been kind of tore down from the floor ground. Fryermuth is worthless. So maybe don't start him.
Fantasy Pros has Big Russ at 10
There you go.
this week.
That's startable in all 10-man leagues, bitch.
So, I mean, if you're starting Russ, nobody has Russ as their starting QB unless, injury, maybe bye
Now
week.
is the perfect time to prey on a quarterback weak team and get you a little flex.
Would you start Russ or
you love
Justin
this.
Herbert at home against Cincinnati?
I got to go with Herbert because he's got that's foot, that's
Yeah.
feet. Those are feet.
Agreed.
That's the sound effect of feet.
Russ has been really good, man.
He has, but I just think he's also relying on efficiency on luck moonballs, where Herbert does a lot more Lad McConkey short, reliable passes.
Yeah.
Any
Russ or old Patty Mahomes at Buffalo.
man, you hate to sit Pat. I know if you take away the names and you just look at, I gotta go with Pat. There's just something I feel like it's gonna pop.
Tingo Pop.
I was drinking some agua and you got me real good on that one. Almost gave your new beautiful mics a real.
Pat, the last 3 weeks, man, we made a lot about how bad he was.
He's been putting up some 20 jobs. hasn't he?
Yeah. The last 3 weeks, he's been a lot better. 6 total touchdowns.
Like I said, I
in
feel like
the
it's gonna
last
pop.
3 games.
I'm a feeling guy.
Hopkins has been a good addition
Sure.
to that team.
I mean, yes.
Kelsey's come back around.
When I come around.
But I think that's about the line. I mean, I'm okay
Yeah.
with starting Russ this week. All right.
Bet you are. You're frisky.
I don't have him. Wait, I do have him. Do I have him?
No, you could.
Oh, I think I
Maybe
do.
in your league.
But I'm not starting him over Jalen Hurts.
Maybe in your pal league with all your buddies.
I need stop it. This is my pal league. Maybe I should trade Russ.
Nothing better than just razzing your friends about some other buddies.
Oh, so you're in there with your real friends, huh?
Oh, you guys got a group text.
Zay Flowers didn't have much of a game last week.
No,
in that
he's entitled to it.
Monster shootout where everybody was scoring.
Yeah, everyone in their mama got a little piece of that action. But here's the deal:
You don't overreact.
I
overreact.
Yeah, I'm not. He's worthy of just sticking. He doesn't go anywhere. He stays in your lineup
Always.
He's zesty.
Mm-hmm. And the kid, that means something different these days to the kids.
Oh yeah, that means they're
Yep.
smoking pole.
Well, that's questionable. Hey, stop it.
Maybe,
my phone.
Maybe turn it on mute like
Should
a
have.
regular radio.
Should have,
host.
dude. I've only been in radio for
Fucking
2 decades.
100 years. God.
2 decades, bro. What am I doing?
You let down me and the dog. Your two radio mentors. Way to go.
All right. George Pickens has been real good.
Gotta love him.
Mm-hmm. And Najee Harris, I guess.
Yeah, I mean,
you start all these guys.
he's no big dick Pickens, but
BDP. All right. Vikings 7-2 at the Titans 2-7.
I feel like the Vikings could easily be the Titans this year, and they're just not. Does that make sense?
This is going to drive me crazy. So
yeah, I'll take over.
Yeah, you do talk.
So check it out. When it comes to the
Don't
Vikings,
say anything to get us canceled.
Yep, check it out, dude. Take your finger, and you're gonna. So Jefferson, no brainer. Don't ever ask anyone if you start Justin Jefferson. He is the tip of the sword. So you get him in there. The main question you're gonna have in this game is, do we still trust Sam Darnold? That's your Vikings question, because I feel like TJ Hawkinson's back. He's money in the bank.
Yes, Hawkinson.
Addison, you know what you get with him. He's boomer bust. Jefferson's in there. So you're just really wondering, what kind of guy is Sam Darnold?
Boomer bust, just like Eric Kranz, we decided.
Oh, yeah. Mostly just bust.
Poor guy, dude. Anytime he's not here, he just catches them.
Yeah, but I give him strays when he's right here, and I can just pet him like
Yeah.
I do to you today, giving you a couple rub-a-dubs.
It's nice, dude. It's nice.
So on the Titan side of the ball,
The answer's no. Pollard?
Oh, you kind of like Pollard. Tajay
it,
Spears
right?
is starting to get healthy and look good, though, and that makes you upset because then that's that's digging into that.
That makes you upset if you have one of those guys.
The ghost of Calvin Ridley back to haunt fantasy benches. I'm sure he was sitting there just putting up a 30 burger.
I would never trust Calvin Ridley. I don't care what he does this year, but
Yeah, I feel like he would
Because
drop
of-
a baby on the sidewalk.
because of how much stock I had of him last year, and
Man, you thought him and Trevor were going to ride or die for years to
why?
come.
Okay, but why wouldn't they?
Because you wouldn't trade him to me.
That's exactly right.
I try to tell people, if I want a guy, you're probably going to house me. Just give it some calendar
Dude,
time.
stupid Calvin Ridley, the last 3 weeks, 25.4, 12.3, 23.6.
That's what I'm saying, dude. The ghost of Calvin Ridley is back and spookier than ever.
Minnesota 25th in the league against opposing
He's
wide
about to
receivers.
go all the
Ridley's
way the
about to
fuck
go
off.
nuts this week, dude. Get
On
him
your
in
bench.
lineup.
Get fuck it. Live a little. Will Levis, dude.
Live a
little. He's probably going to get a 0 like his jersey. Is
That's
Will Levis
exactly
just
right.
going to survive this season and make it to next season as the starter? Or is he just a dildo?
I hope not.
God, he's so entertaining, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, man, I love him.
Great physique.
Dude, sharp looking guy. Just
Colts,
looks like a wool puller.
Colts and for the Vikings, Aaron Jones is dealing with an injury, but
Of course.
yeah,
He's an old man.
He's like our age out there.
He's got my hairline.
He does.
Jeez.
Yep. Colts at Jets. This is a real good one. Hey, your boy's back.
Who?
Did you hear that? No, they decided the Flacco project. Nah, not so much. Anthony Richardson, get back out there.
Yes! Thank you, God.
Get back out there.
I need you for the
Rich.
stretch run, even if it's just hollow numbers that are put up at the end of the game, a couple rushing yards. Fuck yeah. Get Flacco out of there.
I mean, what? So
Again, a team that has no clue how to run itself. Their owner
No.
does blow. Like, get the fuck out of here. Colts are horseshit.
I feel like this is waving the white flag. I feel like they're throwing in the towel here.
No, that's just a rag with Coke on it.
it's just as Coke rag.
That's no towel, my dear sir.
No, he wraps up his Percocets in those.
Yeah,
and he crushes them with a battery.
Percocet. Molly Percocet.
Yeah.
These kids.
But Jay Taylor,
Hey, you got to love Jonathan Taylor. When he's healthy, you get out there. Pittman's ruined.
Yeah, dude, absolutely zero receiving options. If Anthony Richardson's
they're all
out
good
there.
receivers, just
Not for fantasy.
no.
That's what we're talking
they ain't
about.
hooking it up. On Madden, you want the Colts. Like if I'm going to play someone in Madden, give me that wide receiver room, that running back, and that quarterback. I'm going to fuck you up.
On Madden, when you can make the decisions
That's what I mean.
for the quarterback on where to throw the ball and when to run.
and do all that shit. I'm going to shred. That's a Madden team right there.
For the JETS,
It's like
Jets,
when
Jets,
you
Jets.
draft Dante Stallworth in fantasy because you play Madden and you think he's going to be the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Turns out, doesn't translate.
Yep, that must have been shitty. All right. Jets?
Oh, wow.
It's-
Aaron Rodgers is like, hey, let me destroy your franchise.
Yeah, well, they did. Devontae Adams has done what then since coming over?
He got a 20 burger recently. I can't remember if it was this week or last week. I want to say last week, and this week he did more like a 12 to 14
He did the 9.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That was the 9 burger.
Here is what Adams has done in the 4 weeks since he's gone to the Jets. 6 points, 9.4, 22.1. Here we go. We're back.
Yep.
9.1. Ooh, we're not good.
Yeah.
9.1 fantasy points with 13 targets, dude. Aaron Rodgers is locking in on him.
For whatever reason, like a dude in his 40s with like coming off catastrophic Achilles surgery just doesn't have it anymore. That's weird.
Coming off a pretty intense psychedelic trip.
Yeah, I mean, that's cool. That's probably the best part of his off-season training.
But yeah, man, no, 9 targets, 6 targets, 11 targets, 13
the targets are juicy.
He is throwing at Adams nonstop and just nothing's happening.
I mean, in all fairness, the targets are as accurate as me, and I have severe shoulder degeneration. So,
yeah, you are.
I mean, I've definitely got an immune system that would rival Eric's little tiny crayons, but you know.
Soup it up. Falcons at Broncos.
So what you want to do, man? I want a soup.
Dude.
Soup loop.
Since we said Bijan isn't cutting the mustard,
All he's done is open up a mustard factory.
my God,
Jesus
dude.
Christ. I was just trying to get him riled up, bro.
it worked.
He wasn't cutting that mustard, though, bro.
Falcons are 6-4.
I mean, they're feeling that repupon.
Yeah, like look out a little bit. They're 6-4.
Only a little bit. I'm not
hey.
going to stay up all night and do the night shift looking out, but I'll keep a peek.
Keep an eye out a little bit.
I'll look out the blinds
Just a
every
little bit,
several
dude.
hours.
They got Kirk Cousins back there. He knows what he's doing.
I do like me some Kirko chains. You know that.
He's been eliminated in the playoffs a few times. He knows what it takes to go to the playoffs and get bounced out.
You know I like my swag on my quarterbacks, and
They got receivers. They've got Bijan.
they've got a generational talent in Kyle Pitts. Again, Madden talent.
Oh God, dude.
I'll fuck you up with the Falcons on Madden for real. That's some bullshit. Imagine that, trotting that on a Madden.
Oh man,
Just handing off to Bijan, then you got Drake London and Pitts running over the middle on those. It's over. You give me a tight end like Pitts.
You fantasy draft your own team. Do you get Anthony Richardson and Kyle Pitts?
Yeah, I do.
Dante Stallworth.
I do. I go and I download the legacy pack, and absolutely.
And somehow the Denver Broncos are 5-5 on this season, which they'll never
the Chiefs just getting the NFL writers to just script a perfect last play. Like, all right, that left tackle just fucking don't block anyone. There you go. Perfect. All right, now you run in and block it. Excellent.
I was so mad. I don't root for either of those teams.
No.
I don't even necessarily hate Kansas City.
No.
It's just like, but lose.
But now I do.
A little bit I do.
This is the moment where I'm now like, fuck Travis Kelce. Mm-hmm. Fuck Patrick Mahomes.
Certainly.
Fuck Andy Reid and his chicky nuggets.
Yep. Pretty
Fuck
funny on the
Taylor
commercials.
Swift. Not literally. And get me on this. The entire Arrowhead Stadium. Y'all suck.
Wow.
You guys
All of
suck. And I remember the moment I began to hate Tom Brady, and this is the same thing. It was like I appreciated, they're not a threat to football, and now they are. I hate dominance, like I hated the Warriors. The Golden State Warriors. You know what I mean? Like,
I do. Yeah, I was just thinking the same
that
thing.
play right there, I've never wanted to lose so bad because they suck.
Dude, they're 9-0. The Chiefs are 9-0.
I fucking hate them.
They're 9-0.
They ruin
get
your
to them.
fantasy team, and they're just not. Yeah, get the hell out of here.
I mean, for the Broncos, is there anybody you'd throw in a flex spot or anything?
I guess Cortland Sutton's been treating people right. I don't own him personally, so I haven't been following it close enough. I just know they have a lot of young talent I was hoping would kind of pop this year, and it just hasn't yet.
I
know. I will say that Bo Nix has been playing, since he sucked the first 4 weeks. He's been like a top 10 QB.
Yeah. Devon Vele caught a touchdown last week, who's another guy I got thrown in my
Too bad he's 26 his rookie year. That's weird.
That is weird, dude.
That's a lot of he's a real Tommy boy with his college. A lot of people go to college for 7 years. Do they really?
Well, he caught one.
No wonder you went to the NFL.
I got somebody to just throw him in a trade too as like a throwaway piece. Touchdown. Same with Ricky Pearsall. Touchdown.
Yeah, those always turn out great. A little throw-in piece. Sometimes you just get gold in those, man. I've been guilty of trying to just, take this guy, just load it up. Trust me. Yeah, shit. You did trust me. Fucking worked out for you. Damn it.
Broncos have a really good defense, and that's what's helped them.
Yeah, you like a good D.
Seahawks 4-5 at my sweet 49ers 5-4.
I mean,
we've got McCaffrey back.
If I went back into a time machine and told you that Geno Smith would be fucking around in the NFL in 2024, you'd slap me in the mouth. Mm-hmm. Here we are.
Yep, might anyway.
Marty McFly, take a swing, butthead.
Dude, I think Metcalf's coming back this week.
That helps Geno owners. Opens it up for my boy. God, he's so sexy. I'll never doubt you again. J to the motherfucking S-N.
But when you send that text this week, I'm going to say don't start him because DK's back.
Yep, and I'm going to start him.
And he's going to get 2 touchdowns.
He's going to go all the way the fuck off.
Not if you start him, he won't.
No, fuck that. I'm starting him, baby.
He's not going to if you start him.
I got to do it.
But Juwan Jennings, back last week, has a nice week. You've been hating on Juwan Jennings all season like I've been hating on JSN.
I said his hair was sweet.
We've both
I did
been
give him
wrong.
that.
Yeah, we've both been wrong.
I'm just telling you tempered expectations. You guys are labeling him, our Lord and Savior, and I'm just over here like he's a fucking situational system player who can pop when given the opportunity, but not a consistent fantasy option. Feel free to ride the Juwan Jennings train all the way to the shit bowl.
16.3 last week.
Ooh, Devontae Adams, sexier 9.
Not really.
Yeah, how many targets did Jennings get?
11.
It's pretty sexy.
Yeah, 11 targets.
It's only going to keep going down as soon as they get more muscle back. I don't know how much.
Well, Ayuk's not coming back.
No.
Debo's
going to get healthier, more involved.
Is he? Because what I was thinking.
Do what you want with Jennings. I'm out.
Okay, I hear you.
If you get busted, you're going to jail. If not, you're going to be a hero.
You're not going down with me?
Nope, I'm out.
Debo, I was thinking about this. It's maybe time to change his name to Quadebo.
What's up with that? Cadobo?
There's always a Q right in front of his name.
Dude.
You might as well just change it.
He's pretty. How about Quiche?
Quadebo Samuel.
Quiche Samuel.
Because always questionable. So Juwan's out there just getting targets, and Ricky Pearsall's been getting more and more involved.
I mean, it's better than the bagel next to EC's name, just out.
Yeah. Yep.
And it's not even injury related. It's personal matter. That's how you know he's a troubled player, Mm-hmm. Like, out with personal issues.
But McCaffrey's back. He looked solid first game back. He's going to look even better this week.
Yeah, he's just going to keep getting more and more in football shape. And the only thing you're worried about is just his checkered injury past.
Yep.
That's the only thing that's ever held him back. That and the Panthers organization. And even that couldn't hold him
Carolina,
back.
Right. He was still amazing.
But I'll be honest with you. If you can look yourself in the eye and this is Dynasty. If you have McCaffrey and you just don't think you've got what it takes to win it this year, even if you are a fringe team, now's the time to cash him in this week for a couple firsties.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree.
And if you're
I only have him in one Dynasty league, but I'm certainly a competitor.
Yeah, you want him.
Yeah.
That's a well addition. You like that addition coming home to you. But the thing you want to do, and this is Dynasty. I'm the Dynasty guy. Go buy him too. If you can get him for a first round pick and somebody, go do it.
He could be that piece
It
for
could
you.
be that piece because he is notoriously getting those games where you're like, dude, I just got 33. I just got 42.
The
I just got
rare
22.
good sell and good buy option.
Yes, it just depends on where you're sitting.
Agreed. Chiefs at Bills. The 9-0 Chiefs are on the road at the 8-2 Bills. Here we go. They've got to lose now, right? They're not going 10-0 with this fake-ass team that's
Josh
not really
Allen.
good.
Josh Allen swells up like somebody allergic to bees when he gets stung when he plays Patty Holmes.
It's weird.
Dude. He just can't. I don't think it's this week. I think somebody who's real shitty is going to get him.
It will be like the way Denver almost caught him last week.
And Denver's like too medium shitty. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I'm talking like a barrel scraper, a fucking
Jacksonville.
absolute, just an absolute nightmare
Mac Jones,
of a franchise.
Mac Jones has a franchise, just a career day.
Cooper Rush just shits on him, something like that. But no, I think it's over. And this is a game where you just start our body, even maybe a little fringe start. And boy, this is a dart throw.
Here we
Curtis Samuel. I know we've tried.
What team is he on?
The Brufferos.
Wow, interesting.
Yeah, the Billios. And they have no other choice because look, Dalton Kincaid, a little nicked.
Yeah.
So what are you just
He's
gonna?
not been great.
So I actually saw Curtis Samuel catch a ball last week, so he's at least on the team. Been known to be dynamic at the Ohio State University.
You know who it's going to be. All right, I'm looking right now. They've got the Bills this week at Buffalo. They're somehow going to go in and stomp Buffalo.
Yeah.
Next week they're at Carolina.
There it is.
They're taking an L,
there it
dude.
The fuck is. There it is. 12. Mark it down. Carolina. You know he's going to go at Chuba Hubbard.
Chuba Hubbard is going to go
absolutely
crazy.
ape shit.
John Mingo.
Oh, he's not on the team anymore. He's on Dallas now. Oh, because he's eating babies, remember?
He's eating babies. Well, then they have the Raiders week 13.
No, they'll win that. If they lost to Carolina, they're for sure housing the Raiders.
They're dropping 2 in a
But
row.
if they do get past Carolina, that's another sneaky one of a shitty team, division rival,
Dude, it's all kind of crap after. It's
Chargers are respectable enough. They have talent.
okay.
You can give them that. You can give the Chargers a little something.
But
Everyone
nobody
else
thinks they're going
sucks.
to win that game. Yeah, then they got Cleveland, then Houston, then Pittsburgh, week 17.
That'll be a good one.
That will be a good one.
But yeah, you're right. The back half of their schedule, they're just poised to go undefeated. But Andy, goddamn, I almost called Andy Reid Andy Richter. I'm getting old, and that's hilarious how my brain works. Yeah, you're looking at a situation where Andy Reid will be, 15, 16-0, trying to get the perfect record, and he'll pull everyone that last week.
Yep. Yeah. Because we don't care about records.
Let's move on to the next game.
All right,
Make me depressed.
Bengals at Chargers.
Oh, God
Go ahead.
damn it. How are we?
It's a Sunday night game.
We're going to lose this somehow. But you want to start all your Bengals because,
Of course.
despite all the shitty final results, the fantasy stats have been breathtaking.
Yep. Yeah. And the Chargers as well.
Go Chargers, go.
Bengals D is trash.
Yep.
And Chargers.
Herbert's starting to get settled down into this, and he started out the year pretty banged up with the ankle. Mm-hmm. You're starting to see him get a little more confidence, able to push off on that foot and throw the ball better, and also take advantage of his awesome scrambling ability. It's going to be a good game, high flying. I don't think either defense can stop either offense. J.K. Dobbins, you gotta love his comeback story. Been a great, bell cow for your lineup. I know Gus Edwards ate a little into his carries this week, but I don't think that's anything to worry about other than goal line. You still have to worry about that if you're a Saquon owner with Jalen. So, it is what it is.
Well, Justin Herbert, was it like 3 years ago when it was like this guy's the future? 3-4 years ago, maybe? And then for whatever reason kind of fell off.
A little bit of injuries has plagued him. He had that one breakout season and hasn't been able to recapture that for whatever reason.
6 total touchdowns in the last 3 weeks.
Sure.
He's looking
that arm of his.
Mm-hmm.
Looking good.
Yeah, I would get him in my lineup this week against Cincinnati for sure.
Yeah.
We about got it. Monday night game. The 6-4 Texans at the 3-6 Cowboys.
Yeehaw! Old Texas.
You know they snuck Trey Lance out there for a couple plays last
Yeah,
week?
they did, and it looked just like batch guano.
Like, I don't, man, at this point,
Why would you try? All right, you know you're not competing. Like if you
You're
had
not
a team,
competing.
if you had a team that had like one loss,
Yeah.
give me some Cooper Rush. Let's try to run the ball, which you don't have a fucking running back, so good luck with that. Where you're at,
Rico's okay, but
Okay,
not
we don't have a running back.
Yeah, no.
Okay, doesn't
Yeah.
cut the mustard there.
Yeah.
So what you're looking at is
not without a passing game. He's not good.
why did they even spend a 4th round pick if they're not going to trot this kid out there?
Why
Trot
not,
him the
dude?
fuck out there.
Why not?
What if he lights it up? If he sucks, be like, all right, well,
I
there.
mean, he's probably gonna.
Yeah, he's gonna.
But what are you out? You already are
What
done.
if you won't know till you try? I say trot him out there because I have
agree.
him in a dynasty, and I'd love to sell the shit out of him.
Yeah, I agree. I 100% agree, man. I get him out there. See what you got. I mean, you brought him over for, like I said, give a 4th round pick.
Old Pooper Rush ain't gonna help you out.
Obviously, Dak
It's-
will be there for a while.
They're
but
the
still.
least aware team in the NFL. They have no idea. They have no like awareness of who the fuck they are and what the
No.
fuck's going on. That's wrong.
Yep.
Again, just dumber than fuck.
That's a Monday night game I don't even really care to watch. I'll hang out with my wife and
Oh yeah, the Battle of Texas.
yeah,
No,
I don't care.
I'm outie
The
five on
Texans
that.
are well. One thing of note for the Texans though is Nico Collins is supposed to be back. This
Yeah,
week.
that's something to keep an eye on because he's a league changer. Like if you
He is.
somehow hung on without him and you're getting him back, it's holy shit. You're about to be real happy.
Another thing of note for the Houston Texans. Guess how many games, and you're going to get it with the way I asked the question. Guess how many games Dalton Schultz has over 10 fantasy points this season?
Fucking 0.
0.
Damn, that sucks.
0 games.
Yeah,
with
it's
double-digit
It's
fantasy
time
points.
to admit that he was like a Gary Barnage.
Man, he was supposed to be good.
He's not
He's one of those guys you waited on to get tight ends.
thinking you get a sleeper in that
Mm-hmm.
offense, and you just ended up eating a lot of bat shit. So
Yep.
instead of watching that game, I'll probably just watch my undefeated Cavaliers.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? I'll
Just-
probably watch that game
Just
too.
has nothing to do with fantasy or football, but go Cavs! Yeah,
There you go. That's
to
how
get
we
it
want
out
to end
there.
it. Go Cavs.
Great
week,
episode.
week
Call this
11.
episode Go Cavs.
I will. That's the name of it. Thank you for naming the episode.
What a
too.
dipshit.
Before it was going to be Trevor Lawrence is a long-haired piece of shit.
Oh, dude, that's good. Hey, do that, and then at the end of it, just put Go Cavs.
All right, deal. All right, thanks for listening. See you next week.
Thank you, everyone.